Welcome to Module Legends!
Hello everyone, this is your Science 5 second quarter, Module 3 with the title Live, Love, Reproduce. And I'm your voiceover, Ma'am J.R. Akayan Pendon. So be sure that you have answered your pre-test and looking back of your science module before proceeding. So for this module, we will be talking about reproduction. So the term reproduction has been introduced in Module 2, wherein it's all about the biological process by which organisms are produced. So the process ng pagpaparami of humans is called reproduction. But for this module, we are going to talk about the reproduction of animals. Yes, usapang hayop muna tayo para sa Module 3. But same with humans, pag sinabing reproduction sa animals, it is the process by which organisms are produced. So same process lang siya. Pagpo-produce, pagke-create ng organism of the same kind. So this ability is for living things sa mga buhay, like humans and animals, to continue the existence of its kind. Remember, we reproduce our own kind. So, humans reproduce another human. For animals, they will be reproducing their own kind. So, these are the samples of animals and their babies or offspring, animals and their young. So, there's a lot of animals and they are capable of reproducing. So, reproduction is a process na pinagdadaanan din nila tulad ng sa tao. Ayan, there's more. These animals are usually seen within our community, especially yung pigs, chickens, ducks, and the most commonly seen animals in the streets are dogs and cats. So, maraming hayop sa ating paligid. And even animals, water animals, are capable to reproduce. So, yung mga animals in the water like whales, dolphins, sharks, they are also capable to reproduce their little offspring. So, may mga babies din silang tinatawag. Now, kids, there are two kinds of reproduction in animals. So, itong uri ng reproduction sa animals, hindi siya present sa tao. So, yung mga hayop na to, there's some kind of a special kasi may dalawang uri kung paano sila magparami. Okay? The first one is called sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. The other one is called the asexual reproduction. Okay? So, palalimin natin ng konti. Ano ba yung dalawang yan? Sexual, asexual. Ang pinakaiba lang nila yung A sa unahan ni asexual. Pero there's a big difference between the two. When we talk about sexual reproduction, it occurs when sex cells of two parent animals unite to form a new organism. Remember, dun sa tao, para makabuo ng another tao or baby, it should be sperm cell plus egg cell. Now, it is the same with animals and we usually call them gametes. Okay? So, kailangan na magkaroon ng unison or maging isa, mag-combine ang sperm cell from father and egg cell from the mother animal para makapag-create sila ng bagong organism. So, nangangailangan dito ng mother and father. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So, ito halimbawa sa cow, there should be a female cow and a male cow. Lalaki plus babae. So, yung egg cell coming from the female cow plus the sperm cell from the male cow, mag-unite sila. Okay, and it's called zygote. And then, mag-create na, mag-start na yung life niya and then turning into another creature or animal. So, sa sexual reproduction, they need a partner. Okay? Animals need a partner para sa sexual reproduction. Like this one, penguins, butterflies, turtles, dogs, and even mosquito. And what did you observe with them? They are actually mating. Pag sinabing mating, ito yung paraan ng mga animals ng pakikipag-partner sa kapwa nila hayop. Okay? For humans, sa tao, kailangan mag-undergo tayo ng kasal, makapag-asawa tayo in order for us to create a family. Sa animals, dahil hindi naman sila kinakasal, they usually go into a mating season. May period lang yung mga hayop na kung saan they need a partner wherein they may be able to reproduce. After the mating season, kanya-kanyang buhay na yung mga animals nila. Kaya siya tinawag na sexual reproduction. Animals are doing sexual intercourse, but it's called mating. Okay? So, yan. Now, let's move on to the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Reproduction that involves only one parent animal. Wow! Itong uri ng reproduction na to sa hayop, hindi kailangan ng partner. Kailangan niya lang sarili niya. So, sa asexual reproduction, hindi kailangan ng male, hindi kailangan ng female. Kung sino lang yung animal na yon, yung katawan lang niya, yung sarili lang niya ang kailangan niya. Okay, let's further identify them. Like the sea anemone, okay? Asexual reproduction siya kasi si sea anemone is doing a sexual reproduction that is usually called as binary fission. So, sa binary fission, pansinin nyo mabuti. So, isa lang siya, sea anemone, and then gradually, lalaki siya kasi nga, nag-age din siya. Kapag na-reach na nila maybe yung size, full size or mature size nila, gradually, magkakaroon ng binary fission. Automatic na mag-divide yung kanilang isang sarili, dividing into two, and then yung dalawang yon will be in another creatures. Okay, magiging panibago na sila. So, dati, one lang siya. Pagdating ng tamang panahon, magkakaroon siya ng kasama mula sa sarili niya rin. So, that's binary fission for sea anemone. Starfish. Starfish also undergoes the process of asexual reproduction. So, actually, si starfish, if you have time, kids, you can go deeper on how starfish really reproduce. Pero in terms of reproduction, they are one of the famous animals na nagre-regenerate. Pag sinabi nagre-regenerate, okay, part of their limbs, okay, pag natanggal or pag na-detach sa kanilang katawan, will actually grow again. So, yung natanggal at pinagtanggalan, tutubo siya. So, kung halimbawa, isang starfish lang siya and then may natanggal siyang limbs, pagkaraan ng ilang months, dalawa na sila ulit, dalawang buong starfish. Galing, di ba? Starfish regenerate. It's also an asexual reproduction, reproducing by their own. Okay, let's move on to planaria. Si planaria, they are actually kapamilya sila ng mga worms. Okay? Planaria are actually part of the worm family. Now, si planaria, medyo special din siya because planaria actually reproduces sexually and asexually. Pwede siyang sexually, pwedeng asexually. So, for asexual reproduction, paano nagiging asexual reproduction ng planaria? O, tingnan niyo mabuti to, ha? They can actually fragment themselves. So, pwede nilang sadyaing putulin yung kanilang mga sarili, and yung mga putol-putol na pirasong yon will actually grow into one complete animal. So, imagine if kamag-anak niya ang linta at chinap-chop mo yung isang linta ng tatlo, after ng ilang panahon, +3 agad yung linta. O, diba? Amazing! That's planaria for asexual reproduction. Okay, again, we have kind of reproduction in animals. We have the sexual reproduction. and the asexual reproduction. Wherein sa sexual reproduction, kailangan male plus female. But in asexual reproduction, one parent only, sarili lang niya ang kailangan niya. Now, let's talk about fertilization. Fertilization. I think in Module 2, it has also been discussed. So, medyo familiar na tayo dito. Fertilization in animals takes place when an egg cell unites with a sperm cell. So, ito yung pagtatagpo, pag-unite ng sperm at egg cell. So, once na nagsama yung dalawang yan, tulad ng sa tao, fertilized egg na yon. Fertilization yung prosesong yun. Then, pag nagsama na sila, isang itlog na sila, it is called as a zygote. Okay, that's the fertilized egg. And habang lumalaki kasi nagkakaroon ng division and multiplication of cells, yun na yung embryo na tinatawag na gradually magiging baby animal hanggang sa lumabas siya. Okay? So that's fertilization. In animals, merong dalawang uri ng fertilization. Ibig sabihin, may dalawang paraan kung paano magsasama ang gametes or yung sperm and egg cell. The first one is called internal fertilization. And the other one is external. So you remember the word internal, external. So what's the difference? Internal kasi sa loob, inside. External kasi sa labas, outside. Ano yung sa loob? Ano yung sa labas? Okay, let's take a deeper look. Pag sinabing internal fertilization, sa loob nagaganap ng katawan ng hayop ang pagtatagpo, pagkikita, pagsasama ng sex cells. Examples on chickens. So sa chicken, they do the sexual reproduction. So kailangan ng lalaki at ng babae. So ang nangyayari dito sa proseso ng to, they are doing the mating or the intercourse. So yung pinaka-sperm cell ng chicken na male, ipapasok, kailangan makapasok hanggang sa reproductive organs ng babaeng manok. Tapos, dun sa loob ng katawan ng babaeng manok, tulad ng sa tao, sa fallopian tube kasi nakikita yung sperm at saka egg cell pag sa tao. So, ito, may part din ng reproductive system ng hayop na nagkikita yung male at female gametes. So, pag nagtagpo sila, sa loob ng katawan nagaganap ang fertilization. Another example of internal fertilization is for dogs. Ayan. Yung mga dog, they do sex, they do mating, and then ibig sabihin nun, yung sperm cell at egg cell ay nagtatagpo rin sa loob ng katawan ng babaeng dog. So, internal fertilization pa rin siya. And cats. Ayan. Bibigyan ko kayo ng isang clue para sa internal fertilization. Nagbubuntis ang hayop pag internal fertilization. Bakit siya nabubuntis? Kasi sa loob ng katawan niya, nagtatagpo yung gametes. So, dun mabubuo yung young animal sa loob ng katawan ng hayop. Kaya nabubuntis ang hayop. Diba yung mga animals natin like dogs and cats, nakikita natin pag nagbubuntis sila, that's internal fertilization. Now, let's move to the external fertilization. Ano naman yung external fertilization na yan? Bakit siya external? Kasi sa labas. Look at this one. Ang frogs, they are doing the sexual reproduction. Okay? Kailangan nila ng kapartner. Kaya sexual reproduction. But, nagkikita ang kanilang mga itlog or gametes sa labas ng katawan nila. So this one, kung mapapansin nyo, itong mga itim-itim na yan, those are actually the gametes of the male and the female frogs. Tapos, ang mangyayari dyan, una, magre-release ng eggs yung babaeng frog. Tapos, during that sexual activity nila, pag nakapag-release na yung babaeng frog, usually ginagawa to sa water, susundan kaagad siya ng pag-release naman ng lalaking frog. So, doon na sa water, lalangoy-langoy, magkikita na lang yung mga gametes ng male at female. Tapos, pag nagkita, magme-merge, fertilization, magbobuo sila doon sa water. Okay? Kaya nga, di ba may mga, yung mga butete, sa tubig sila nabubuo kasi doon din naman sila talaga na-fertilize. Another examples are for fishes. Ayan. Pero hindi lahat ng fish external fertilization na. Merong mga uri na nag-internal pa rin. Okay. Tulad dun sa frogs, magre-release ng ova, yung pinaka-egg cells ng girls, and then susundan siya ng sperm ng male. Tapos, magmi-meet sila sa water, and then, yun na, fertilization occurs. Anong risk ng external fertilization? Kasi itong mga animals na to, maramihan mangitlog. Maramihan sila maglabas ng gametes. So, ang mangyayari, ang risk lang nito kapag kayong water nabulabog or nagkaroon ng bagyo, nag-alon, nagkaroon ng malakas na paghampas ng tubig, possible na yung mga eggs o yung fertilization process masira. Okay? Pero ang animals, meron silang right time para gawin ang kanilang mating season. So again, the types of fertilization in animals, we have two. The internal fertilization, it happens inside the body of the animal. And the external fertilization, outside the body of the animal. So, that's it. That's your second quarter module 3, reproduction in animals. I would like you now to focus now on doing your module activities, and if you have questions or further clarifications, your science teacher will be very, very happy to help you out. I hope this video has helped you a little. See you on our next module. This is your second quarter module 3, Live, Love, Reproduce. And I'm still your voiceover, Ma'am J.R. Akayan Pendon. Goodbye. See you on the next module.